Something's happening. Please, please, please. Take it easy. Relax. Hmm. How do I feel about this Smackdown, man? SummerSlam builds. Like we going through the motions right now when it comes to that. Anything standing out? I feel like there's attempts that we're not pushing the strolls as much as we're trying to connect the wrong way. It's a no from me. Mind games and whatever else. It's like attaching parties too heavily. It's not a direction that's gonna fizzle out immediately if we're putting that much emphasis on, and even in that minuscule, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I've been quiet about it. It's totally not worth it. And I'm not even thinking in those spaces that are clearly trying to be highlighted. I'm speaking as my own individual. I recognize that there's a lot more people that's watching than just me, but so far as my own personal relatability to parts of it, let's not force things. Now, other than that, SmackDown, man, it was like it wasn't nothing crazy, but like I said, we building in SummerSlam, so let's get into it. LA Knight Santos, not bad, not great. I'm not, like, the match was fine. I'm just not really going crazy. Like, this is just another one of those builds. Solid stuff in between. La Madrina on deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all good stuff. I'm not crazy about the small things. Like, what in the F was she referring to last week with that one? Not that I'm actually thinking about it, but who knows? Let's move on. Whole bunch of stuff, him and Logan Paul with the build. Okay, good. Backstage stuff, Logan Paul vignette, fine. Ohio stuff. Like, I'm just waiting to see what the match does. We going to have to see the match, and I think it's important for both of them. Like, let's get this suspension of disbelief. These guys are actually beefing. No, put that aside. It's great for LA Knight being within that bracket he's in with, like, a not senior WWE superstar, but like one of them cats that are more seasoned, you know what I'm saying, within the game. I'm looking at it and I'm seeing, like, all right, now he taking on Logan Paul, super brand new, fresh new. So I'm seeing it from that boardroom perspective. Like, yeah, it looks good. It looks good because we have so many varied, like, we have two different worlds literally about to clash. So good shit from creative as far as, like, getting the match going and then taking the time to really try to push what we're going at. Like, it's the YouTube part, it's the social media, all of that stuff. Like, one of the guys at the pinnacle of it, top 20, if not, lower number, you know what I mean, as far as popularity goes. Like, just, you pay homage where it's at. Like, yeah, that boy he been that, and he came around into the realm of WWE, and I mean, every week he'll break down, obviously. I'm not saying he can't do it, but it's like, man, if he's lucky enough to be an attraction, then that's where he should be. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm seeing it. LA Knight right now, he's the superstar that the people definitely respect. This is another one of those. So good. And he'll get a crowd pop when he's doing what he do. So now, moving forward off that. All right, Bianca Jade, and then Alba and Nyla. All right, they had a quick fight. Bianca and Jade walk out looking strong. All right, that's cool. I'm not mad at none of it. It doesn't Bianca got more of an pardon me. Jay got more of an entrance. That works for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, not going crazy over the match happening. My personal opinion, that we could have waited for it, but then it's like, oh no, because we've been next in line. But what I will say is, I like how they finally are starting to get the other brands involved, like NXT, TNA is popping. So now with the Women's Tag Team Championships, finally just being one sole energy, like a title, like it's a championship, for the women's tag teams, not the NXT women's tag champs and all this shit. Pardon. We did the unification. Alba and I actually lost that unification match back in the day. Long story, we already know. But now we're here, got NXT baddies calling out. We got the baddies on Raw calling them out. I'm pretty sure eventually Smackdown will get to that point. But for right now, Smackdown has a little bit of other things going on with the women's championship. So good. Man, getting into what they wanted to call the backbone of the show. Solo wearing a trench coat is hilarious. This new tribal chief character that Solo is pushing, and it's working. I actually think it's hilarious because it's going to give Roman that much more clout when he gets around, because we all know Roman goes way harder. Everything Solo doing is based on everything Roman done did. So there we go. But the bloodline thing, yo, man, I'm just going to be patient and let this shit play out. That's how I feel. I like all of them. They all have their own thing. Get that eye patch off of son, please. And let's move forward. Like, I'm liking, I like it. I like it. I think they're working well together, all four of them, and that's what we need. So as far as the rest of these tag teams just going in to have something happening, it left me with the same feeling that I had when I thought the tag team division was ice cold. Just looking at the graphic of it all. That's it. Outside of that, the match was solid. It's just like, oh my God, do we have to have a gauntlet match? But it's like, well, this is the only way we gonna get this next temperature going. You know what I mean? Like, all right, fine. Let's hurry it along. All right, Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, and then Legado. All right, so they got that. Street Profits, Baron Corbin, and then, so Apollo and Baron did the good. I mean, good on Baron. Baron, as a babyface, is gradually building, and I'm loving every moment. Having Apollo alongside of him, fine. They both got experience. They both been around for just pretty much the same amount of time. Let's get it going. Let's see what we get out of it. Take time on that. Street Profits toward the match with, we saw the story with that Montez, he's constantly getting knocked out. You think he got no more, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere now, he's like doing some crazy, amazing shit. Cool. So they beat them, Street Profits, and pre-Street Profits beat Pretty Deadly. All right, Pretty Deadly, that's cool too. Good to have them back. They're going to be solid. It just took a second, so let's just wait around for that. And then the Profits beat the OC. Okay, what in the world with this tag division? Because those guys are just an NXT. That's fine. I'm just saying, what are we doing with these tag teams? Then Bloodline and Street Profits. Grayson and Grayson and Theory clearly got other things going on right now, but with the boxing division, but that's good. That's good as far as like not necessarily variety, but like that reach. So good. Bloodline beat the Street Profits, fine. Terrence Crawford laid out Austin Theory, one punch. Following major instigation from Grayson Waller, that was ridiculous. Tiff Stratton, Nia Jax, Bayley, and Meechin. Okay. Did Bayley take that pin off the Annihilator? Yup, sure did. Real locker room leader talk, man. I like it. I like it. I love how Bayley's just falling directly into that slot, and everyone has just openly embraced how long she's been doing it, how capable she's been over the time, everything that she's been through when it comes to it. Small things in the promos with who got injured back, that's good. But we love Pam, seriously. Like, only thing I can't stand is that fucking hair, like with the little side thing. The side baldy, it's a no from me. Other than that, nah, Bayley would have been all of it. Now, let's move on. Nia's fine, Tiff is fine. I don't know what to really say about, what they're building, but let it continue because I love both of them. And that was the main event. And any SmackDowns, it's kind of a good SmackDown if the girls in the main event and they held it down. Main event was definitely held down. So I enjoyed the show. Not going to complain about it. I would ask what you think, but I don't care, respectfully. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and catch y'all on the next one.